welcome live from my undisclosed location. I'm currently committing a sleepover challenge. I'm probably going to be arrested. I don't know. I'm going to be in the news. Anywho, once I'm done with this sleepover challenge, guys, I'll be live to you on, actually, I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, sleepover challenge, yay! GameStop. Welcome to the first remastered episode of the Defeationist. When I say remaster, I mean I'm redoing a review that I did already. So, I guess this is just one. I do apologize, you know. Oh, I thought the police is here. My bad. I do apologize, simply because this episode was supposed to be Transformers, and as you can see, it is not Transformers. It is clearly Devil May Cry 5. But there's a reason for this. Mainly because there's some things that are out of my control that I can't put in control. I thought the police is here. I'm sorry. Once that happens, I'll pretty much the last Friday of this month will probably be Devil May Cry. I mean, not Devil May Cry, Transformers. You know what I mean? You know, I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted waiting for the police to not show up in a closed store during the sleepover challenge.
So story, it begins on May 16th. The Devil Hunter Nero hunts down the demon named Urizen, or Urizen. However you want to pronounce it, because it's kind of weird. After a diamond takes his demonic arm and the sword Yamato, or Yamato, whatever you want to call it. Traveling to Redgrave City, he finds a demonic tree called the Clypoth planted in the city, killing people for their blood. Dante's group confronts Urizen, but is overpowered by the Clypoth, aka the Dude Demon King, aka Urizen, whatever you want to say. He easily overpowers Dante and overpowers Nero, especially when he intervenes. Dante stops Urizen from capturing Nero, but is defeated and ejected from the Clypoth with the sword Rebellion shattered. His allies, Lady and Triss, are captured and uses demon cores while the client of Dante, V, convinces the weakened Nero to escape. On June 15th, Nero returns to Redgrave outfitted with the Devil Breaker. Prosthetic arm made by his friend the gunsmith Nico. Nero meets up with V, who is seeking the Clypoth, pretty much the fruit, condensed human blood, which makes whoever consumes it the king of the underworld. And as the pair destroy the Clypoth's root while searching for Dante, Nero rescues Lady, while V splits off to discover the Devil Sword Sparta along with a hibernating Dante, whose presence was hidden by the sword. Have fun. The gameplay features the return of Dante and Nero as playable characters, along with a new character named V, all three focusing on stylish action. The player fights off hordes of demons and a variety of attacks, weapons, and familiars for V, because V uses familiars. They receive a style rating for combat and based on several factors such as move variety and the length of a combo, dodging attacks as well. The game music changes based on the player's performance in combat, which is actually a really neat feature if you think about it. And every time the player interacts with the mechanic Nico or finds a statue, they can buy abilities for each character. While the three playable characters, the game forces the player to only use one, so you can only use one at a time. Unfortunately, if you want to use like V and somebody else at the same time, yeah, pretty much like previous games though, you know, you only can use one character at a time. The first character is Nero, called him Nero, who was introduced in Devil May Cry 4. He pretty much retrains his Red Queen for melee combat and his Blue Rose for his pistol. However, he does not have his Devil Bringer from the beginning. He has an assortment of robot arms called Devil Breakers instead. These have various functions like grabbing enemies from a distance or shooting a rocket or doing various things like Mega Man stuff. You can also find the Devil Breakers during a level, and the Devil Breakers may be powerful, but they also can all break and you'd be screwed if you don't have anything. You just have a regular Nero with a gun and a sword and he can't do anything else. Dante, on the other hand, plays like his Devil May Cry 4 self, which he can switch between multiple styles and multiple weapons in the middle of, fighting. He also has, of course, the Rebellion and the Devil Sword Sparta, in which he can get I'm not going to spoil it for right now. Dante gets new devil arms in this game. Buzzsaw-like weapons that combine into a motorcycle called the Cavalier. Fiery gauntlets and boots called the Balrog. And he gets the King Service, a stronger version of the Service Nunchaku, introduced in Devil May Cry 3. He also has the Dr. Faust, which is a hat that is so goddamn cool that no one will ever believe me when I say it's the coolest thing. And I used it for a while as the ending theme for all of my videos, especially in the past,
My sunlight, you can zoom into my mind. Do it live. Heaven knows I really, really try. I know cause the same as a liar. But you're super certified, has got me in focus on your hocus pocus.
Especially the video that, the original review for this one. And the third playable character is V, who wields a book and silver cane. He uses 3 demons based on the enemies from the first game to fight. These include Griffin, an eagle with ranged lightning attacks, Shadow, a panther that uses blade forms and spikes and portals out of his body, and Nightmare, who is a large and powerful golem. V enters the Devil Trigger light state, which turns his hair white to summon Nightmare, which uses a combination of melee attack, explosive laser beams, and once the enemy's health turns purple, V is able to use his cane to finish off the enemy with the final blow, which can get annoying in certain situations, but then that's in there. So the grind for this one also isn't too long. As I said in my DMC video, the grind is getting to learn all 3 of the characters and their particular skills and weaknesses very well. You can kind of gauge who you're playing with. For Nero, it's trying to master the multiple arms that you get with your prosthetics and all that good stuff. For V, it's trying to master how different his combat is from the other 2. And for Dante, he's Dante. You really don't need to be grinding too much. But what is also going to do is, let's talk about the collectibles.
Heaven knows I really, really try. I know cause the same as a liar.
For the collectibles, pretty much you're just collecting orbs that help increase your health, and your Devil Trigger, the green and blue orbs respectively, or purple orbs. I think I have that wrong. I know for a fact there are orbs that you collect. Some we can buy at the shop, but it is real simple.
My sunlight, you can zoom into my mind.
So, you've played every level, you've gotten through the game, and you finally reached to this point. Urizen takes his leave when the Clypod bears fruit and consumes it to empower himself further. While Dante arrives to face Urizen, Nero rescues V from the demon Malphus and learns of Dante's history with Virgil. Alright, Nero and V reach Dante just as he defeats Urizen, but a dying V intervenes and merges with Urizen before Dante can finish him, reviving Virgil. Virgil returns to the tree, telling Dante to recover his full strength before they can battle once again. Nero insists on going after Virgil himself, but Dante reveals that Nero is Virgil's son.
Wait, well you can show it, Nero. What is it then? He's your father! What? I had the feeling the first time I saw you, but I just wasn't sure. And then I saw how the Yamato reacted. And I was certain. He's your father. Now he needs an ass kicking. But I can't have you go kill your old man.
What? Proven by how Yamato reacted to him during the Fortuna incident and refused to let Nero kill his father. Dante faces V's familiars, revealed as the embodiments of Virgil's time as Nello Angelo, and they elect to die by Dante's hand to lessen Virgil's trauma, which leads to the final boss fight.
Hey, Virgil! Your portal opening days are over. Give me the Yamato.
If you want it, then you'll have to take it. But you already knew that.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
How many times have we fought?
Hard to say. It's the only memory I have of us since we were kids. Time to finish this, Virgil. Once and for all.
So it begins, the first part of the final boss fight, where Dante, you get to fight Virgil, the AI. Let me stop being dumb here. But legitimately, you actually do get to experience one of the greater boss fights in all of the Devil May Cry history. When you get to fight Virgil, damn near at his full power, at his full strength and everything. While you two fight, it brings back and harkens back to Devil May Cry 3 and Devil May Cry 1, where these guys have always fought. This fight truly shows that the devs were listening when it came to the DMC game, and not to make that boss fight so goddamn slow unless you enhance it with turbo mode. This boss fight is naturally already faster, and Virgil has all of his moves. He has a couple of moves from the DMC Virgil, but that's just, hey, because it's a game that previously happened. On the other hand, Virgil retains most of his moves from Devil May Cry 3 and Nello Angelo from Devil May Cry 1. So he does have 95% of the moves that he has. And in this boss fight, and in a setup boss fight, you actually have to pay attention to him, or you will not win this boss fight. That being said, during the midst of the boss fights, Virgil learns that Nero is his son.
Nero is my son. Yeah, dumbass. You can't remember through that thick skull of yours?
Well, well. That was a long time ago.
I guess you were young once too. As much as I'd love to hear that story, I think it's about time we
Ended this.
Nero settles his emotions with a phone call to Kira to resolve not to let his father and uncle die, fully awakening his demonic powers and regrowing his arm, intervening in their fight, forcing Dante out with the world's greatest bitch slap.
listen to me. I told you already. This is not your.
You listen, deadweight. I won't let you kill each other. There are other ways of settling your differences. I'm putting a stop to this sibling rivalry.
Nero vows to end the pair-sibling rivalry and defeats Virgil, and again a fantastic boss fight, and quite possibly the most emotional boss fight in all of Devil May Cry. Pretty much, Virgil gives Nero V's book as a memento. Virgil joins Dante in a one-way trip to the underworld to cut the Clypoth down and seal the portal before it rips Redgrave City apart and merges with the demon world, pretty much. Or merges the demon world and the human world. Kinda said that wrong. Nero departing as the Clypoth falls. Weeks later, Trish and Lady are hired for a new job by Morrison, who magically became a black guy, randomly, whom left Dante in charge of his office in the underworld, and Dante and Virgil continue sparring while demons attack them, now friendly rivals instead of enemies. Woo! Fantastic.
Don't you dare say it, Jackpot!
That being said, I give the game a defeated.
What the hell is this?
Actually, I would say almost fully defeat this goddamn game. Do everything you can. Beat that bloody path. Do everything you can. Beat that bloody path, right? Because it's not easy in the slightest. Especially with V. He got it. I did it though. I am a champion. And it is a particular trophy to not get damaged by Virgil with both of the fights. Not easy, but I did it. That being said, oh, okay. I thought the cops were here. You guys go ahead and head on out. I'll catch you later. Why are you still here? That being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of a Defeationist episode that I call a Defeationist remaster, or a Defeat Master, or whatever. I'm gonna find a way. It's gonna be a Defeationist remaster. It is considered still the next episode of the Defeationist saga. I'll probably the 300 that I'm planning on doing with these, but this is going to continue on the whole line of everything. Okay. That being said, I will catch you guys later. Oh, quick announcement before I go. I am going to take April off to do something. That is also my wedding anniversary, so of course I won't be doing too much of this stuff in April. I'll be doing more in May. In May, I do got a surprise plan for everything. So there'll be 4 games in May that I generally think everybody will love. Ugh. It's gonna be May. And then, of course, it may continue on in June, or I may skip a month with that one as well. We will see. But you guys have a good one. And the next episode is going to be Transformers. And then I do got a special treat for May, June, and July. Hopefully. But, of course, July I'm going to be taking off as well because, yeah, whatever.